When you first land in the Philippines, something feels different. And if you're a foreigner, you'll notice it almost immediately. People smile at you, wave at you, and sometimes even shout, "Hey Joe," which is their friendly way of saying hello. It's like the country has been waiting for you to arrive. But why is this tiny nation in Southeast Asia so welcoming to foreigners? And why do they seem to love outsiders more than almost anywhere else in the world? The answer is deeper and more fascinating than you think. To understand this, you need to look at the history, culture, and values of the Philippines, because this love for foreigners didn't just appear overnight, it was shaped by hundreds of years of experience. The Philippines has been influenced by many different nations throughout history. Spain for over 300 years, America for almost 50, and even Japan during World War II. These experiences didn't just leave scars, they also shaped the Filipino identity and taught them how to live with people who are different from them. Instead of closing themselves off, they became more open, curious, and adaptable. Today, that history shows in the way Filipinos welcome people from anywhere in the world. They don't just tolerate foreigners, they celebrate them. Another big reason Filipinos love foreigners is their natural friendliness and hospitality. It's not just a stereotype, it's a real part of their daily lives. If you visit a Filipino home, you won't leave without being offered food, drink, and maybe even a song, because karaoke is serious business here. They believe guests should be treated like family, and many will go out of their way to make you comfortable, even if they don't have much. This hospitality is not just for show. It comes from a deep cultural value called pakikisama, which means getting along with others and keeping harmony in relationships. Foreigners are not treated as outsiders, but as honored guests, and that makes them feel special in a way that is rare in other parts of the world. But let's be honest, part of the reason foreigners feel so loved is because Filipinos are genuinely curious about them. If you're walking down the street in a small town, people might stare, wave, or even take pictures with you, not to be rude, but because they don't see foreigners every day, and they are excited. Kids will run up to say hello. Teenagers will want selfies, and older people might ask where you're from. This curiosity makes interactions warm and personal, and it often leads to friendships. Foreigners who stay longer start to notice something even more interesting. Filipinos don't just love foreigners for what they have, they also admire them for who they are. Many Filipinos look up to foreigners because of the opportunities they represent. In movies and TV shows, from Hollywood to K-dramas, foreigners are often seen as symbols of success, adventure, and romance. This admiration spills over into real life and makes Filipinos more eager to connect. This is one reason why there are so many mixed marriages between Filipinos and foreigners. But it's not just about romance, it's also about mutual respect. Many foreigners who live in the Philippines say they are treated better there than in their home country. They feel more appreciated, more respected, and more cared for. Economics also plays a role in why foreigners are loved in the Philippines. Tourism is a major industry, and it supports millions of jobs. When foreigners visit, they spend money in hotels, restaurants, markets, and transportation services. This creates a positive cycle. The more foreigners come, the more income locals make, and the more they welcome foreigners back. But unlike some tourist destinations where you feel like just another wallet here, you feel like a real guest. Locals are often genuinely happy to show you around even if you don't spend much money. Language is another big reason for the connection. The Philippines is one of the largest English-speaking countries in the world, and this breaks down barriers that might exist in other Asian countries. Foreigners don't struggle as much to communicate, and this makes relationships easier. When you can talk freely, it's easier to laugh, share jokes, and form friendships. Filipinos love to chat and tell stories, so they enjoy having foreigners to talk to and learn from. Social media has made this love for foreigners even stronger. Filipinos are among the most active social media users on the planet, and they love sharing their experiences online. When a foreigner visits their town, it becomes a big deal. People post pictures and videos, and suddenly everyone knows about it. This creates a sense of pride, like saying, "Look, someone from across the world came to visit us." But the love is not just one-sided. Foreigners often fall in love with the Philippines too, and that deepens the relationship. When foreigners show respect for local traditions, eat local food, learn a few Tagalog words, and join in community activities, Filipinos notice and appreciate it. They love it when someone from another country values their culture because it makes them feel seen and respected. This creates a beautiful exchange where both sides learn from each other and grow. Another truth about why Filipinos love foreigners is that many of them have relatives working abroad as OFWs, overseas Filipino workers. These families know what it feels like to be a foreigner in another country and to be treated kindly or unfairly. Because of this, they often go out of their way to treat foreigners kindly, as a way of paying it forward, hoping their own family members abroad are treated with the same respect. Even in business and politics, there is a level of openness to foreigners that is not common in some other countries. Many businesses welcome foreign investors, and many communities welcome foreigners to buy property, start families, or retire there. This openness is not just about money, it's about the idea that diversity makes the country stronger. But perhaps the biggest reason the Philippines loves foreigners is because of its people's optimism and love of life. Filipinos find joy in small things, and they like to share that joy with others. Whether it's a fiesta, a birthday party, or just a simple meal, they want you to be part of the happiness. For a foreigner, this can be life-changing because it makes you feel like you belong, even if you are thousands of miles away from home. Of course, this love for foreigners is not perfect. Sometimes, foreigners are treated differently in ways that can be uncomfortable, like being charged higher prices or being overly stared at. But most foreigners agree that the positive experiences far outweigh the negatives. The love and acceptance they feel here is something they carry with them forever. So, the untold truth about why the Philippines loves foreigners is a mix of history, culture, economics, language, and pure human kindness. It's a country that has learned to open its arms to the world, and in return, the world is starting to notice and love it back. If you ever visit, you'll understand why so many foreigners don't just come here for a vacation. They come back again and again, and some never leave. They find something here that is rare in today's world, a sense of belonging, and a reminder that no matter where you are from, there's a place where you will be welcomed with a smile, a plate of food, and maybe even a karaoke song.